Thank you for joining us today. My name is Martin Kirby. Throughout this semester, my classmates and I have conducted extensive research on 4 companies within the publishing industry. The following presentation is a culmination of our results. Let's start off with the publishing company's history and a brief analysis. Simon & Schuster was founded in 1924 by Richard Simon and Max Schuster. Their success started with crossword puzzle books and transitioned to best-selling books. They have approximately 1,300 employees with publishing and distribution capabilities that can reach more than 100 countries. For Simon & Schuster, one weakness is the competition within the publishing market. A publishing company needs to be on the forefront of change and innovation to maintain their competitive advantage in an ever-changing industry. Simon & Schuster faces threats from growth in electronic media and the decline of the traditional bookstore. To counter these threats, Simon & Schuster has a multi-year partnership with Amazon that will grant them full control over pricing of its electronic content in Amazon stores. Thomas Nelson went private in 2006 at an estimated transaction of $473 million. They are one of the many small publishing companies that must adapt to change in order to compete within the market. Currently, they hold 10.8% of the market share in Christian book publishing. Thomas Nelson continues to see steady growth and maintains their mission of inspiring the world by meeting the needs of people with content that promotes biblical principles and honors Jesus Christ. Penguin Random House is a merger of 2 companies, Pearson and Bertelsmann. Pearson is a London-based multinational company and owns 47% of Penguin Random House. Bertelsmann is a German-based media corporation and owns 53%. Penguin Random House made it clear they wanted the merger to boost their clout with technology giants such as Amazon and Apple. The merger created one of the largest companies of its kind. Since merging into one company, they now have more than 10,000 employees and 250 independent publishing imprints. In addition, Penguin Random House publishes 15,000 new titles per year and generates around $3.9 billion in annual revenue. John Wiley & Sons was founded in 1807 and is headquartered in Hoboken, New Jersey. It is a worldwide publishing company that employs around 4,900 workers. Segments within John Wiley & Sons include research, professional development, and education. These segments provide access to articles from journals, books, reference works, and databases. Competition from Amazon and copyright disputes with Google have been issues for Johnson Wiley & Sons. With 30% of total sales in America coming from ebooks, the biggest problem Wiley faces is the shift to digital. Now let's look at the health of these organizations. The health of an organization can be characterized by key attributes consisting of financial stability, global footprint, and its flexibility to quickly adapt to changes in the marketplace. A publishing company needs to be on the forefront of change and innovation to maintain their competitive advantage in an ever-changing industry. In the face of growing competition in the marketplace, corporate mergers have become a trend in the publishing industry. Large corporate entities provide a more stable financial base and greater resources to invest in high-growth emerging markets. Technological advances in recent years have added to the competitive nature of the publishing industry. Healthy companies generally are in a better position to adapt to the changes in the marketplace. A major factor facing publishers is their increased need for digital files. Along with this increased need for digital product, authors can now sell their ebooks online at a much cheaper and more affordable price. Simon & Schuster have seen the strength of publishing and distribution services that can reach more than 100 countries. They have a competitive advantage over other publishers through their exclusive partnership with Foley. The Simon & Schuster team proclaims that Foley's geolocation technology allows them to deliver a specific book or a selection of books to pinpoint locations anywhere, enabling consumers to read Simon & Schuster's books while they remain at that location. Penguin Random House's global presence includes headquarters in New York, operations spanning 20 countries, and over 5 different continents. John Wiley & Sons has improved its financial stability through various acquisitions and its own book series. Thomas Nelson has expanded its global footprint through its global distribution rights to select front list and backlist audio products. For these 4 companies, the landscape is changing. The key to success in the constantly changing industry is to focus on quickly recognizing emerging trends in the industry so that you can add them into your business. Digital technology and e-commerce is quickly changing the industry. This is a forefront challenge that publishing companies must overcome. Digital publishing and e-books provide opportunities for the companies to improve margins and reduce costs. Digital publishing came from the rapid evolution of the internet and digital technology. One of the biggest competitors in the market is Amazon. Amazon has a large portion of the digital market share. For brick and mortar publishers to compete, they must evolve. By going to the digital technology, publishers will be able to reach a greater audience and increase demand for their product. This also allows them to compete directly with Amazon and the likes in the digital market space. For investors and publishers, the digital subscription model has created a wider audience and has become a major driver in the publishing industry. Digital subscriptions reduce delivery time and market costs. To wrap it up, let's see what industry insiders have to say. Each of the big 5 publishers have a wide range of authors, editors, agents, and consultants. These major publishing houses maintain the same basic process. They are routine, they will not take unsolicited writers or authors, and they only listen to their literary agents. Interviews with several authors revealed that the experience varies from author to author and from the new author to the more seasoned writer. Authors who worked with Simon & Schuster felt that the process was simple and very top-notch. Some of the more difficult parts of working with Simon & Schuster was the lengthy publishing process and the weak marketing efforts. The overwhelming sentiment is that promotion and marketing efforts are only spent on popular projects. Authors felt that Thomas Nelson had a very supportive staff and that they were committed to providing learning materials for their students. Their biggest drawback was that Thomas Nelson's technology was not advanced enough and that they were falling behind their competitors in developing course management technology systems. Authors felt that Penguin Random House understood the creative mind and that their editors and literary agents were very supportive. Penguin Random House author Mark Chadburn said they understood the creative mindset and tried not to impose many restrictions. The biggest criticism of Penguin Random House was that their authors had a difficult time bringing attention to their books and reaching their target audience. Penguin Random House author Naomi Jackson stated, "I struggled to figure out how to think about organizing events around my publication, especially to African American and Caribbean American audiences." She felt as though the company could have been a bit more helpful in target marketing and outreach to these audiences. Authors felt that John Wiley & Sons lived up to their expectations and provided a very valuable service. The biggest drawback was that John Wiley & Sons had a very lengthy publishing process. In conclusion, our research revealed an industry that is evolving. One of the biggest challenges for these 4 publishers has been the increased competition in the digital world. We found that market share, cost control, customer value, and creativity are key areas that publishing companies must focus on to be successful. This concludes our presentation. Thank you so much for your time.